And hello everybody, welcome back once again. I show you a, well, not very exciting battleship. It is actually attacking Playa del Carmen right now. And yeah, in a very pathetic attempt to destroy my harbors, but that's not possible. It's, I think, aiming actually for my gunboat here. But in that case, yeah, it's backing off already. But just look at how many hits it actually takes. It's barely losing anything. It was already going in with 50% health only. It barely lost anything there despite all these cannons firing at it. I want it too! I want one of these ships, and that's exactly why we need to build, or why we need to craft some advanced weapons, and we doing this. Let's just check it. We need a few more tons, and then we can start with the battle cruisers. I might also be inclined to up my nitro production. So we have now 3 of them actually working for us, and I should say let's make it 4, because I really don't want to wait any longer on that. So this is on the way. Another thing that is on the way and has arrived is my Lord and Lady heavy warship. In that case here, it has an interesting item for us for the fur dealer, as that we don't need the cotton fabrics anymore, and this is exactly what I want. Let's go to my industrial district, and there we have them. The fur dealer, and they require cotton fabric at the moment, right? We do have a trade union here, which is taking them into account. So basically all that I need really, because I still have 2 more slots here, so I can still produce even more. And let's build the trade union there, and let's use this item on it. And there we have it, fur dealer, boom. And now they only want wool, so they make these fur coats with wool and fur, right? Sounds a bit cheap to me, but it's fine. And let's also just check real quick. And yes, baby, we do have over 2,000 tons of wool ready in our storage that now is being consumed. So we no longer need that much work cloth, right? Like these here. But we now need more sheep farms. In that regard, I can just finish those 2 sheep farms. So we still even have a bit of space there ready. And also upgrade those warehouses here, which I should have done quite some time ago. And now all these sexy sheep farms produce some, well, wool for me, which is amazing and perfect and fine and just. Now, this is working. One thing that I can do now is, though, I can get rid of my cotton fabric route. I just need to think about it. Wasn't there something else that needed cotton fabric? I think the shoes for the scholars need cotton fabric at some point, right? So I'm not going to get rid of it completely, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for my cotton fabric island, and I will just put all of them to sleep for now, because basically it saves me a bit of money there, and on the other hand, it also yeah, makes it possible for me to rebuild them later if I need them at this point, so we can save a bit on that, right? Plus, I don't have to worry about my trade route anymore, and we have then no additional production that we need later for the shoes.
Ship under attack.
This island is still under siege. Cannot do much here. Once again, she's also here, rather close by. Oh, with a gunboat, she's trying to attack me. I have no idea why she's doing that. So that is something we can do, and let's just check once again the fur coat and the beef. Do we have enough beef now? Please tell me we have enough beef at some point now. I just want to upgrade.
I'd achieve more.
And Calm Prefecture has now its cargo ship coming in, Dauntless, and we should be hurrying up here, because first of all, this island is pretty important to us. From now on, it gives me additional fur, and on the other hand, we can have our beautiful cannon towers now up here, right? And that is something we should be doing, because she might be coming back any time again against us. So let's just build some 4 cannon towers here now as defense. This is proper. This adds to our military score. We might also just check it, but yeah, that's not going to happen. She's not that strong ship-wise, you know, but she has this military score because, yeah, because basically every island is fortified like this. This is a bit cheating, of course, because there's no way you have that much influence to build all of it, but still, she is pushing her military score with that, and we can't change that. So it seems like we will be at war with her for quite some time, at least until I get some of her islands. We might actually be doing this. I might actually purchase one of her islands. Not though her last one. Look at that. This is the defense she has in the New World. It's insane. She really plastered everything full of weapons. Not something that I would agree of. Here in Crown Falls, it's actually not that... oh yeah, it is. Look at that. These are not your usual harbor cannons, but that is the big Betty that we see there quite a few times, I should say. And that is not a harbor defense you can build so easily. Can I see it already? Might be a good... There it is. Look at that. How much it costs actually. 14 influence, one of them. And in that case, yeah, she's got about 100 of them. Might be worth thinking about. Now, Lord and Lady, you can go out of my harbor and congesting it. I do have 2 more cargo ships waiting. Let's build another one, because I might need it. And above this one here, we do still have our beef farms. And I might actually build a few more of them, because we still need more beef. It's the latest rage, having beef. And my people especially want that. I know I do have the item now that gets me piggies instead of beef. But I was thinking about what's the use of that. Because they cost significantly, or the cost is significant. Both of them cost approximately the same. But the pig farms actually reduce attractiveness, where the beef farms don't. So for me, the option here is rather clear that I want to use my beef farms. I'm going to get a few more, because it's really all that is between us and investors at this point. It's the beefs. Or the cattles, the cows, between me and high civilization. Which I should push for now, at some point. Because the investors, they will give me a lot of influence back. Lots of love that I need. Now, we need to expand a bit more in our city itself, because I'm running out of basic workforce. With all the upgrading to engineers and investors soon. So let's get rid of those lumberjacks here. Absolutely not needed that much. And what we can also do is, I'm just going to get rid of this whole district there once again. In fact, I don't need all these bakeries there, right? Let's get rid of the bread. We had too much bread anyway. By the way, I have a lot of grain then that I can use as silos soon, once we need it. So this is why I was waiting with the Bright Harvest DLC so long as well. Because basically we don't need that many silos until the end game really. So why push it earlier? In that regard, let's just build this next district here. Now there we have another beautiful district lying in front of us. We just need to build it now. Costing me a bit of juicy wood. Very good. We have a bit more green space here, and I'm actually inclined to just, you know, take more farmers to this district here as well. So at some point I have to close this industrial zone there anyway, and we might just do it here. And up here we have another industrial zone, right? And then I can just have more buildings here, which I like. Plus, I don't think we're going to need that many industrial buildings anymore anyway. So in that regard, we should be safe. Alrighto. My farmers are stabilizing again, so is my workers. Yeah, but we're still not able to get the canned food up there, despite all my efforts to push for more beef, to push for more red pepper.
Ripe fruit needs shaking from its tree.
And what I think we might need here now as well is some electricity, right? So we have the power plant in this area, and I will just have to have my electricity for those guys here as well. And for this reason... Bloop, there we have it, the power plant that I can squeeze in here just nicely. And then there we have the road. Or well, I should say the train road that we have then here. Though we need to be careful when we go into this whole area here. Now we need to be careful that we use it in a kind of like zigzag movement, right? And here then as well. Going then, oh wait a second, here, going then into the power plant that we have here.
Never.
And we can actually get rid of that road there. Then let's get down here. Over that and into the main system. And now we can have the crossings over it. And the crossing goes then in here, right? Because now we have those guys there connected as well. And I think with the update, yep, it changed now, and this is just perfect. Actually, then we don't need the crisscrossing here anymore. So let's just get rid of that again, because it looks absolutely abhorrent. And that's it. And there we have the connection now anyway. For this one, and those guys here can go to this marketplace there anyway. So they're all connected. Let's build it. And boom you, there we have it. And hopefully the powering of these factories with some electricity will boost our output there quite significantly, so that we finally please get rid of all of these problems. Alrighty, and one more thing that we still need to do is in the Com Prefecture, which is a very easy island for us now that it's protected and it's right at the border. So, you know, we don't need a cargo liner going all the way to the other side of the map anymore. It's just basically here, and this means it's basically just beside Crown Falls. And here, I'm going to plaster this whole island now with hunting cabins. We have the fertility here, and strictness. I think I will lose it once more. No, I don't. Alright, they backing off again. But I really don't want to have my ships going to the other side there anymore. So this is basically what we need to do here to get the fur problem under control as well. So once again, we do need quite a lot of these hunting cabins. I'm aiming for, let's say, 10 for now. We will, though, be having a smaller village here then as well. Right, so I need to get my fishermen. Let's get 2 fishermen up there. And then we're going to, wait a second, let's build the houses first. With the timber that I have, we should be able to manage and do it all in one go. This is actually perfectly fine already. And actually, I don't need 2 fishermen for that. I'm just going to place them here now. Having them, and that's still enough timber left over for me. So either we start our own timber production on this island, or we are golden without it.
Good and ready.
I think we'll need our own one, especially once I go with the warehouses. Those guys here. Let's place one here. And here for our hunting cabins.
Is under attack.
And I'm also going with another one just here. Alrighto, and we got the hunting cabins up there as well, so that we have the warehouses, and yeah, then we have our hunting cabins. And what I can see is that, yep, for now it works with the timber that we have, but let's just get us our own little timber production on this island too. We might then as well later put some more iron mines here too, since we do have iron deposits, and that is something that I like a lot. There we have the warehouse for that, and all we need now is this lumberjack hut and this lumberjack hut, and that is fine already. I don't need to push for more. It's also in a beautiful location here, right? So we can see right to Hugo Mercier's main island. He's also got the scholar residence. And yeah, basically a nice view on this prefecture, or on this county over there on the other side. And yes, the timber will be flowing. My population is quite unhappy right now because they're lacking some fish and the pub that we also built. And let's also have the fire station there. Right, to this island, yeah, they're just passing by and thus attacking it. But in that case, I really don't care that much about these islands anymore, except for Tarik, which is a red pepper for now. So in Tarik, what I will do is I will need to get some weapons over, and for that I need to send some cargo ships now, because the cargo ships are fast enough so that the warships can't keep up with that anymore. And lo and behold, we got the first battle cruiser in the queue now. Coming out of here, it actually cost me a whopping 12 influence points. So I will need to, yeah, at some point get rid of warships if I have no investors by this time, right? But let's just check it, and yes, we have now finally the ability to upgrade investors, and let's do this one. And boom, there we have them.
Once built, your court of justice shall inaugurate a new
And just
era
look at my
of peace and
influence.
prosperity for empire.
It's glorious how it's increasing. We've also unlocked
Just
our
so
first
you know,
monument with
I'm
this,
not
the
fond of
embassy.
garlic or profiteroles.
The queen is talking something. That should be fine though. We've also reached the age of big business with that. I just love how my influence is going up. It's worth all the hassle that we had. Let's also upgrade those buildings here beside the bank, because we can afford it. Why not? And there we have another full block of it. And also this block here. Absolutely fantastic.
You reached a new
And
milestone.
Metropolis we've also reached with that. Fine. Another block. As we're going for all of these, let's also upgrade some of those artisans that we have right here in the center. This is a big moment, because this means we are entering the late mid-game to early end-game status of Anno 1800. And
Your island is under
this gives
attack.
us a lot of money and, of course, juicy influence. And I can say with that hello to a lot of propaganda,
Your
basically.
harbor is under attack.
Let's just do it all of here. Look at that, our center right now.
Ship under attack.
I should probably, at this point, I have this voice in my background already that tells me I should stop upgrading buildings because I will regret it. But the problem is, I have a big mistake. Or I have a big
Under
flaw
attack.
in my character. And that's exactly what this is all about. I can't stop. Too greedy in this frigate. Too greedy. But for now, we are limited by our windows anyway. And the windows I can't, well,
Ship
get out of
under
nothing.
attack.
She's also getting more bold now. She is starting to attack more and more. I'm going to move my big warships down here somewhere. And in that regard, I'm just extremely happy right now that we finally are with the big boys. They're unhappy though at the moment.
Ship
They have
under
everything
attack.
they need, look at that, and yet they're unhappy. At least the members club I should provide for those. Right, and another thing is that we should probably, yep, be going also for some of those more beautiful looking and more colorful looking residences, especially also then some skyscrapers. Whoa, this is a beautiful one, though in the wrong location. In all their color variations. Actually,
Ship
yeah, we need to
under
keep a
attack.
corner there. I would like to get this building there, this tall house there, but it needs to
Ship
be
under attack.
set right. This one here, but this is not looking right.
Your
Looking
harbor
into this.
is under attack.
I think there we can have it. Yeah, there it is.
Ship under attack.
This is more looking like it. Having those beautiful skyscrapers then here in the center.
Ship
Of course, we
under
also have
attack.
different color variations, but I need to click all through that, and this will be that we have the blue ones, for example, now that I can add to the whole thing. But it's a bit tedious, isn't it? So I'm doing this outside of recording. Perhaps my little slave is
Ship
doing it
under attack.
for me. Still yellow. We're going to
A
the
ship was destroyed.
other color now, and my Royal Galleon. Yes, Royal Galleon. I don't care about that anymore. We still are with the fur. We still need to solve this problem. And after that, I might be going for a new trade route now. Dauntless. Dauntless will be a very safe ship, so it doesn't need any protection, as it's just going from border of one map to the border of another map. Right? And it's just going to take all the fur that the Com Prefecture has. And it's just a nice name. We're going to fill it because speed is not the
People
most important thing
celebrate
anymore.
your leadership.
And Dauntless is on this route. The
Your
only thing that I can
people
think of
can't
now
hold
is that
out
we do
much
need a bit
longer.
more bricks here though. Because, yeah, I'm losing this island here, but it's fine.
Under
I was
attack.
never really building anything on it anyway, so she can just have it. What we want to do here is more depots. So that is something that I will need at some point. Let's build 2 of them for now. This should provide me with a bit of fur. And don't forget, this warehouse here, since we have taken over the island, this one here is already on the highest level. That means it also provides us with quite a lot of cargo space. Right, so we can take quite a lot of fur on this island here. And since I do have so much timber, again, we might just continue building more hunting farms here. Another thing that we can do now with the investors, look at that, the ironclad cannon tower ship is also ready now for construction. So another bigger ship. We still don't have the battleship because the Mercier lighthouse, but I will
The
or I
fire
might
is out of
just
control.
build another battleship. Right, so 2 battleships are actually being in production right
harbor
now.
is
And what I
under
will need to do
attack.
here as well, I will get rid of those 2 fishermen there. And what we're doing now is, in fact, whoop, another steamship yard. So we have 2 of them in this area. And actually, I do need still the windows for it. So we have used all our windows for the upgrading. Those windows here, we need more glass, that I can see. And that probably needs more sand again, but this is a whole other problem there for us right now. But the main problem, or the main thing is, we got
fire
investors
left
and the
ruins
battleships
behind.
are on the way. So this is quite a nice step forward here, and with
A
that we've
fire
also unlocked
broke
the
out.
investor buildings, and let me tell you, there are quite a few of them. The embassy
The
is
fire
just our
left
first one,
ruins
and
behind.
whoop, also the welfare that we can then squeeze in somewhere here.
Your harbor is under attack.